noches a todos, ¿cómo están ustedes? Welcome back, people. Cash Cow Hat is back, so you know what this means. Let's roll the credits. Right, it's been a long time coming, but finally the Cash Cow Hat is back. So you know it was a record-breaking month for me, not just for this year, but since I started investing, this has been my best month. But before we jump into that list, could I please ask that you hit the like button? It does wonders for the growth of this channel, and I need as much help as I can get with the algorithm. And if you want to join me on this journey, hit the subscribe button also. So let's not waste no time and jump straight into this list because it's 30 plus different payouts I received. Right, so first on this list, I got 273.8 shares of AGNC, and for those I got paid £21.32, followed by Alphabet. For my 11.1 shares, I got paid £1.43. Next up, Arden Metal Packaging. For my 25 shares, I got paid £1.59. Next up is BP. Every time I fill up at a BP station in my van, I buy 5 shares. And at the moment, I got 35 shares. For those, I got paid £2.12. Right, I need to stop fighting this. I just put on my glasses. That's better. Everything's in HD now. Next up is Blue Owl Capital. It's not one of their normal payments. It's a special dividend I got paid this month. For my 52 shares, I got paid £2.02. Followed by Bluefield Solar Income Fund. For my 100 shares, I got paid £2.20. Next up is Broadcom. That's a new addition to my portfolio. I sold out of Skyworks Solutions because I lost a bit of faith in them. Too much of their business is tied up in Apple, and if Apple decide to cut them, then that price is going to plummet. So instead, I'm going with Broadcom. For my 2 shares, I got paid 67p. Next up, Capital Southwest. For my 34 shares, I got paid £12.56. But they also paid a special dividend on my 34 shares. I got paid an additional £1.30. Next, Devon Energy. For my 8 shares, I got paid £2.33. Horizon Technology Finance. For my 44.8 shares, I got paid £3.19. Next up is IAG. It's a new addition to the portfolio. I only bought 1 share, but I will be buying loads. The company I work for is subcontracted by IAG, so kind of linked, but no inside trading going on. Anyway, for my 1 share, I got paid 2p. Next is IBM, International Business Machines. For my 9 shares, I got paid £9.77, followed by Legal & General. For my 250 shares, I got paid £15. Main Street Capital, my favorite stock, and I'm hoping by the end of next year, it'll be the biggest position in my portfolio. For my 15 shares, I got paid £2.38, but then they also paid me a special dividend on my 15 shares, and I got an additional £2.86. Next up, NatWest. For my 70 shares, I got paid £4.20. Next up is Prospect Capital. That's in a pie with Horizon Tech. I just put £50 at that pie each month and just let it do what it does. Anyway, for my 88.9 shares, I got paid £3.44. For my 1 share of Prudential Financial, I got paid 85p. Next up, Rio Tinto. For my 21.7 shares, I got paid £29.19. Next up is Shell. For my 55.5 shares, I got paid £14.53. Next up, SSE. For my 6 shares, I got paid £2.40. Then it was the turn of Starbolt Carriers. For my 26 shares, I got paid £13.81. The Renewable Infrastructure Group. For my 150 shares, I got paid £2.80. Followed by Unilever. For my 35 shares, I got paid £12.97. Next up was Walmart. For my 1.4 shares, I got paid £1.88. Next up are my Vanguard ETFs. For the Vanguard FTSE 100, I got 3.2 shares, I got paid £1.08. Vanguard Emerging Markets, I also got 3.2 shares, I got paid £1.55. Then the Vanguard All World High Dividend ETF, for my 3.2 shares, I got paid £1.18. Last but not least, the Vanguard S&P 500, I've got 5.5 shares, and for those I got paid £1.17. All of those payments combined give me a grand total for the month of September of £170.54. £170.54. Well, you can see the cash cow hat is on, so that is the most I've ever made investing, and it's much more than I expected to make. September's always my best month, but I didn't expect it to be what it was. It's way more than I expected. Most of that money got paid back into the companies which paid me the dividend, but with some I did start new positions and put them into existing companies that I own also. But yeah, I am actually super gassed about that because you know, that's quite a bit of money there. Me and my girlfriend been looking at flights to Amsterdam or Spain, and that could actually pay for the tickets. But I won't be doing that. Like I said, that money's going straight back into my portfolio, what it always does. But it's just nice to see that I'm actually getting amounts now that I could actually do something substantial with. So if you're happy for me hitting this milestone, could I please ask that you hit the like button, as I need all the help with the algorithm I can get, and subscribe if you want to see more of this journey. Right, so now for my favorite part, let's jump straight into the spreadsheet. Right, so £170.54. Wow. So as we already know, that's the most I've earned while investing in a calendar month. And looking on the top left chart, you can see that's pushed my total up for the year to £966.27. So this will definitely be the year where I see over £1,000 in dividends, which is a milestone in itself. And now that's 5 months out of the year I've hit over £100. And next year I'm looking to hit that every month. So now if we look at the bottom left chart, we can actually see that September is the last month of Q3. Q4 will obviously be October, November, December. But we can see Q3 2024, I earned £379.86, which is the most I've earned in any quarter so far. And Q4 may not necessarily pay me more than I did in Q3. It just depends on where my biggest positions are. You know, what months I get paid those. Because you can see in my first year in investing, Q3 I got paid more than Q4. And last year, I only beat Q3 by, what's that, £7. So it's not an automatic given. And if we look to the right, my bar chart, which is my favorite out of the three, it's actually had to create a new line because it went over. So the next target to hit is £180. But as we already know, that bar was going to be head and shoulders above the rest. But it's just so motivating seeing it on the chart. Seeing your takings written down, I'm telling you, it really motivates you differently. But yeah, that's about it for this video. So I can lose the glasses now. But as I always say, people, not only am I not a financial advisor, I'm not your financial advisor. Do not just look at any of those companies which I've named and be like, yeah, let me go buy them. Because like I said, I'm not a financial advisor, and there's a million reasons why those companies work for me and they may not work for you. And what I mean when I say that is there's companies which I own, like British and American Tobacco, Altria, that have high dividend yields. But the thing is with high dividend yields, there's always a risk that they might get cut. Me, I'm willing to take that risk. But I'll also offset that by owning companies which are dividend growth companies, such as Apple or Broadcom, which you'll get your money back through share price appreciation and not so much the dividend. You may want one more than the other. So yeah, don't just go jump into a stock because I own it and then you realize, oh, it don't work for you. Because I'll just, you know, you get in touch with me and tell me that, I'll tell you that's your business. So yeah, you know, we all own stocks for different reasons. There's no right way, but there is a wrong way. So yeah, just always keep that in mind. And if you're looking for a platform to invest on, my personal favorite is Trading 212. I've left a referral link down below. At the moment, they got a scheme on where if you use my referral link, we'll both receive a free share worth up to £100. It doesn't mean it's going to be £100, just means it could be up to £100. But yeah, that's about it for this video. So the next one will be in the start of November, where I'll be recapping all the dividends I received in the month of October. I know October's not going to be as great as September, but you know, swings and roundabouts. Investing doesn't just go straight up or straight down. There's dips and troughs along the way. But yeah, I hope all you guys' investing journey is going well. September was a good month for you also. But until the next one, te cuidan. Adios.